Hi there, I want to give you a quick tour of my communication log, and then I'll show you how you can personalize it by creating drop-down menus in the person contacted column. So you can see the columns that I have: date, of course, and then form of communication, which I had in my original communication log. Was it a phone call? In my makeover, I added the phone call left message, email, and then I also added face-to-face in my makeover version. Now, purpose of communication, I have the drop-down menu for academic, behavior, IEP, evaluation, and other. And if I select other, I'll just make a note in the communication notes. Now, I added this because over time you can do some sorting and you can take a look at, okay, why am I communicating with parents? Oh, there's a lot of behavior communication going on. So just to give me some other information about the purpose of the communication. Then we have the person contacted. You can just list the name of the parent or the guardian, or if you have permission to speak with social workers or other providers outside of school, you can document that. And then, of course, any communication notes would be in this final column. Now, I am showing you my template tab. So if you go down at the bottom, you can see I have this one labeled template, and then I have two additional ones for two students. And you always want to have a template that you don't take notes on so that you can duplicate it every time you get a new student. And to do this, you just select the drop-down menu, you choose duplicate. It adds an additional tab. You can double click on it, and then it allows you to put in the initials or name of the student. And then it is from this tab that you will want to always enter information for. Now you can see for student AA, I already did some personalizing. Instead of just each time marking in the individual, I created drop-down menus for parents and some step parents for this student. And so I can just quick select because typically it is the same people that you are contacting. And so I just did that. So let me show you. Let's go to BB here, and I'll show you how to do that. Start by selecting the column that you want to add the drop-down menus. And then at the top, select the drop-down menu, or you can right-click and go all the way down to the bottom of the menu, and you have data validation. Select data validation, and it gives you this box here. Now, we've already selected the range because we selected the entire column before choosing data validation. Now we want to change the criteria to list of items. And then it tells you exactly what to do. Enter items separated by a comma. So for BB, I'm going to put mom's name, comma, and dad's name. Those are the two people I have permission to contact. And then I'm just going to select save. And so now you can see over here in the person contacted, I select a drop-down menu. I can quickly select Barb or Bob, whoever it is that I communicated with. Now I just had a thought as I was doing this. You know how oftentimes you might also communicate with both people, okay? Barb, Bob. All right, I'm not going to put a comma in between. And let's see what happens when I do that. Oh, so Barb individually, Bob individually, or Barb, Bob. And I'm guessing email or face-to-face. You might have communication with both, and that's an easy way to do that. Now, one more thing, you see here in my header, you can also see the drop-down menu. Now, to get rid of that, I've selected that cell. This time I'm going to right-click, oops. I promise. What's going on? Click out, click in. There we go. Sorry about that. You right click, go down to data validation and unselect the show drop down list in cell. Click save and you can see that's been removed.